Okay, so this is the bot right here. All the files are waste. It's just UI.py matters. I'll remove them right now. They are just for testing. So what you need to do is this. In Windows Explorer, you'll go here, right? And then when you are here, just write cmd and press enter. When you do so, it will open a command prompt window and you will be in the current directory. So it makes the job easy. Then write python ui.py. I have multiple versions of Python installed on my computer, that is why I have to do it. In your case, if you just have one version of Python installed, you can just double click the file and open it, the ui.py file, right? Now I'll show you what the bot does, and this video is like a complete manual of the bot. So first of all, we have settings looks like this. We have scrape target, that is basically the group we will be, taking the members of and sending them message. Then we have message per account. So the deal is Telegram has its limitations, right? So you can only send like 40 messages or 50 messages a day or something like that. So you will have to use multiple accounts if you're trying to send like messages to like 200, 300, 400 people or more. So that is why messages per account means the bot will, like, if I've set this number to 2, right? So the bot will take the first 2 members, send them message, and then it will move to the next 2 members with a different account. Then it will switch account and move to the third account. And let's say you have only added 3 accounts. So after the third account is done, it will switch back to the first account and it will send it message, and then account 2, account 3, account 1, account 2, account 3, and so on. Now the idea is, how do you get the scrape targets ID, right? You need ID here, nothing else, not the username or anything else. For that I'll show you later, but right now let me just talk about the account adding part, which is the important part. So we click on load account. Here you will see the account API ID. I'll show you how to get that. And here you see all the accounts that you have added. Right now I only added 1, and how you can delete it is by pressing the delete button, and it simply deletes it. Okay, to add account, you come here and you will see API ID, API hash, and proxy. Though I've added proxy just in case you want to use it, so it's a feature available. So how do you get API ID and API hash? For that, first I've opened Telegram in another window, and now what I will do is just add my number here with the country code. The link is this. I'll send you the link, so no worries. So here I'll just add my number. Okay, now I'll click on next. Now when you click on next, you might have to wait for a few seconds. Okay, I'll click on remember me, and then you get a confirmation code here. Okay, there you go. So you get a confirmation code on Telegram. This is the confirmation code. I'll just copy it, and what is going on? Okay, and put it in the other window. There you go, and click on sign in. Now when I click on sign in, it might take a few seconds. I will reach this page. Here I'll see the API ID. You'll see the API ID and API hash. So just copy API ID from here, and you might have to create an app. Okay, so the thing is, it's quite an easy process and you won't have to worry about it. But when you create an app, you'll see this. It will only take a second. It's just like pretty straightforward. So you will see the API ID. For that, just open this and put the API ID here, and then take the API hash and put it here inside the API hash, and then I'll click on add account and open terminal. Now for that you will need terminal. Okay, so what will happen is, the bot, when you're running it for the first time, okay, it needs your phone number and the OTP, and the OTP is sent on Telegram itself, so nothing to worry about. So again, the number with the country code, press enter. I'll receive a confirmation code here. There you go, and this is the code. Just copy it and paste it here, press enter, and signed in successfully as no page. When you see this message, what you have to do is simply close this window, and I'll go back in here and click on load account, and there you go, the account is here. Great. Now what I want to do is, I'll go back to settings. I'll show you what add message and load message does. I'll remove all the targets from here, and click on save settings, and I'll also just put 0 here and save settings. So we don't have a target right now and we have no targets. Now what is the thing is, first of all what you want to do is join the group that you want to scrape from the given account. Okay, so you want to take the given account and you want to join the group. You will have to join the group that you want to get the members of. So once you do that, just click on display group IDs. Now what it will do is, it will, all the groups that I am in, it will give their name and the ID. Okay, so you can look for the group that you want to join and just copy its ID here and paste it here. Control V. Brilliant. Now the thing is, we have targets, so we don't have any targets right now. Okay, so we'll just first of all save settings. After changing settings, make sure you save it. Okay, so we're going to go to scrape target now. You see this button, so I'll just minimize this, no need of this now. So I'll just click on scrape target, and so the group has somewhere around 1000 members. Yeah, 948, and done. So all the targets are scraped right now. Brilliant, job done. Now if I go to settings, you see all of this, right? All the targets have been scraped and they are here. Now if you want to remove some targets or maybe add yourself or anything like that, you can do here and then click on save settings. Now once you're done with that, we can close. Now of course, you want to send messages, right? So that's the important part. So how do you send messages? You can send two types of messages. One is text and another is image. And how do you do that? Let's open. Okay, I'll delete this and show you how to do it. So I click on add message. So inside add message, you will see the type and the value. So you want to input the type. We have text or file. Okay, so put either text here or the file. So if you put file here, in the value you will have to put the path to the file, and if you're putting text here, it can be anything. So right now I'll say hello, please ignore this message. Sounds good? Okay, brilliant. Message. Now I'll put it, yeah, add message. So click on add message, you will see this thing here, message added. Brilliant. Now I can just close it and go to load message, and here I'll see this message, hello, please ignore this message, and boom. Now I want to add another message, and it's going to be a file, because you want to send images, right? Maybe. So I'll just throw in file here, and here you want to input the path to the file. So how do you do that? So let's say you put an image anywhere here. This is 1.png, okay, or let's say there's an image. I'll just look for an image. It's in pictures. Okay, how do you go there? C/users k most probably pictures. This will show me the whole thing, right? Done. So here I have an image. Let me look for a nice image. So we have website 3. It's a nice image, I guess. I'll just rename it to and I'll rename it to 1 so it's easier. And I also see what type of image it is. It is PNG. Okay, great. So what you want to do is you want to come in here, input the path of the file, and what you might want to do is you want to change the slashes. Always move the slashes to forward, that's it, and then write slash, and the name of the file is 1.png, right? And then you click on add message, and then you close it, and then when you go back here, you click on load account, load messages. You will see this message. Brilliant. Now what you want to do is first of all I'll remove some targets, because I've already tested my account right now, and I don't think the account will be able to send a lot of messages, or maybe who cares, right? I'll just close it. So all the functionality has been shown. Start. Before that, I forgot to tell you about this. We have sleep after message and sleep after switch. So after sending every message, one account will send a message and it will sleep for 10 seconds. You can change this value to anything. You can set 100,000, just don't make it a billion or something, then it's pretty much useless. So just set 10 or 5. So if I set, let's say 10 here, so the bot after sending, I'll just put a small number here. So after sending the message, the bot will sleep for 5 seconds, right? And sleep after switch, as I said, after sending 2 messages in the current settings, after sending 2 messages, or we can just make it 3. So after sending 3 messages, the bot will switch the account, right? It will, it will use another account to send messages, another account to send messages. So what you want to do is you want to sleep after switch. So how much, when the account switches itself, for how long do you want to sleep? So I'll just click on save settings, and settings seems right. Okay, and I'll show you the bot running. I'll just click on start and open this, and we can also see the messages up here. So you know it's working. So message sent, we sent message to this user. And I'll just show you. Okay, it will sleep for 10 seconds, I guess, 5. And so I can show you. Most probably my internet is slow. We'll just reload and wait for a few seconds. Yeah, man. Okay, something is up with my internet. We might have to wait for a few seconds. That's it. Okay, so there was an error while sending message to 14073768 okay, so it was most probably a simple error for some reasons. Yeah, no problem. The user does not exist. So if the user is deleted or does not exist or something like that, so it will give you an error, but nothing to worry about, right? So you can see message has been sent, and then the account will possibly switch. When did it switch? Yeah, after 3 messages it will switch. 3 messages done, so it will switch pretty quick. Okay, now it's switching. Message sent, target, there you go. Message sent to this guy, hey, please ignore this message. And then the image has been sent, brilliant. And then message will be probably sent to the third person too. There you go, Farhan Al-Bari. There you go, Lawrence. Now it's working fine, I guess. Internet is back on. Now it will switch accounts in 10 seconds, I guess, or yeah, a few seconds. There you go, switching accounts. So if there's ever a problem, it will just continue. There you go. So message sent, target, sent. There you go. So this way the bot will keep on sending messages and switch accounts, send message, switch account, send message, switch account, send message, switch account. It will continuously do it till all the targets are completed or the limit is reached, right? So if the limit is achieved, it will just stop or switch accounts. There you go, switching accounts again, 3 people. And this way the bot works, and as you can see, it will send both the messages that we have saved, because I made the message feature work in a manner. Okay, some other guy is typing, right? I should not have. Yeah, I should stop now. I'm very scared of like anyone sending me a message. But anyway, okay, so as you can see, it will send both the messages, right? So we made 2 messages, and it is saving both the messages. Now that is because you might want to send text, image, or you might want to send multiple images or multiple text messages, and it will do all of that. Here you can just put the invitation link too, and you can put an image, and yeah, pretty much that's it about the bot. I have explained you everything. If you have any more questions or anything, problem setting it up, I'll show you how to set it up. Just let me know, and yeah, this is just a video for your reference.